I was under the impression that this would be a piece of cake. So I made a flawless schedule, used flashcards, and even tried to add the smallest ounce of hard work and determination. 2 weeks left before the exam, my parents, teachers, and even my friends acted as if this exam would determine my life. So not wanting to fall back, I prepared once more in the best way possible. I made sure I could memorize and by heart everything more than twice, and I would have plenty of time to revise everything. My parents were still had many expectations for me. They expected me to get grades like how I did during my elementary years. So I took one of the boldest decisions any 6th grader could take, which was taking not one but 2 all-nighters. Yes, I took an all-nighter when I was in 6th grade. I tried to keep myself awake as many ways as possible. Let it be drinking 2 liters of coffee a day, or maybe even trying to glue myself to the desk. After all of this, it was the day before the exam. I was very tense and I started to panic. I wondered, what if I didn't get good marks? What if my parents were disappointed at me? And I entered the maths hall shaking and very scared. When I saw the first question, I blanked out. I didn't know what to do. So I barely completed my exam in time and I was in tremble and fear. After I got the results, they were quite disappointing. Now, if you don't want to end up like me, let me tell you all a few tips, points, and how you can become better. Welcome everyone. Today, I'm going to explaining how exam pressure can make your life completely shambles, ruin your life, and how it can make you bad. And to make it more relatable, let's compare it with something we all know and use in our daily life. Any guesses? Well, yes, it's a pressure cooker. The innocent-looking kitchen appliance that you see in your kitchen which your mom uses for cooking, let it be sambar or maybe even dal. Now, first off, sealed lid contains the chaos. Now, a pressure cooker has a sealed lid to hold everything so that everything goes in but nothing comes out. But if the pressure builds up, boom, it explodes. There's burning hot curry everywhere. Now, if you don't want to end up like this, let some steam out. Talk to someone, let it be your parents, teacher, your friends, or maybe even your dog. Yes, dogs or animals are judgment friendly. Journaling. Journaling is basically talking to yourself but through the form of words. And you don't have to have a fear that someone's going to find out about your deepest, darkest secrets. Yell at a pillow, but maybe perhaps not in an exam hall. Moving on, the right ingredients. Prepare in advance. A pressure cooker can't turn water into biryani. The same way, a poorly studied student cannot become Albert Einstein. We need proper preparation and need to focus in a proper way. Instead of by-hearting everything, you need to study in a proper way. Now, let me give you guys a few tips. First off, the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is basically studying for 25 minutes and taking a 5-minute break. This way, you can get your points in, you can learn everything. At the same time, you can also get a break of relaxation. Next off, learning over memorization. Instead of by-hearting everything, just for the sake of getting marks, understand the concept. And also use flashcards as they're a revolutionary method of studying. As instead of by-hearting everything and mogging up what you're learning, you can quiz yourself with these flashcards or even do a self-test. Now, control heat. Works smart, not hard. If a pressure cooker is too hot, it'll become a burnt disaster. The same way, if the heat is less, it'll be an undercooked disaster. Now, if you don't want to end up like this, by becoming too overstressed or too under-stressed, these are a few things you need to do. Physical exercise. Exercise keeps your mind and body fresh. Listen to music the old-fashioned way, as it keeps your mind fresh and you can understand better. Drink water. When you're dry, it makes you feel irritated. Safety valve. Stress relief mechanisms. The pressure cooker releases excess steam through a safety valve, which is this. The same way, you can get immediate relief using these stress busters. Laugh watch a funny video, dance, take deep breaths, sit for 5 minutes using the Pomodoro technique, relax yourself, breathe in for a couple of seconds, hold it on for 10 seconds and let it out. You could say this is a method of letting your stress out through the process of breathing. Now, skip the energy drinks. They make you feel jittery or maybe even anxious. Instead of these, you can drink a lot of water or maybe even drink herbal tea. Herbal tea has a lot of spices and nutrients, and who knows, maybe you might get extra marks in the exam using proteins and amino acids. Stress on the long run. Long-term effects of stress can be chronic exam stress can cause serious health problems. Yes, exam stress, which is taken lightly, can cause heart diseases or maybe even a heart attack. Anxiety that stays. Disorders that disturb your mind and life. Anxiety is a really big issue. If taken lightly, it can change your life. It can also cause a lot of disorders such as ADHD and others. College counseling centers are seeing an increase in students who have anxiety triggered with academic pressure. Real life health issues. You might be wondering, what does exam stress have to do with real life health issues? Well, as stated previously, the exam stress in the form of anxiety can cause heart problems and weaken defenses. These weakened defenses weaken your immune system, which is why a lot of children get sick during the exam weeks. Well, now it's time for the simple truth. Heart problems, simple truth. Short-term stress is like a quick alarm. Long-term stress is like a never-ending alarm which will ruin your life. The cooker trusts in, blow some steam out and go rock the exam. And remember, even if you burn the rice, you can always order pizza. And before you guys leave, I want to give you guys one final thing, which is a question. Are you a pressure cooker?